Yo, let me go.
Let's go, come on.
No, let me go. Let me go. Let me go.
Hush.
Hey guys, it is Tristan with Nerdouts Newsstand, and I want to talk a little bit about the AH and JD case. There was an update, a very small one, but still, nonetheless, an update. And I want to talk about what it says, what the attorney says, and all that fun stuff. But I wanted to let you guys know I will be live streaming tomorrow at 6. We're going to talk about the Invincible finale. We're going to talk about the different storylines that could be coming up, what they've introduced, and go through all of that fun stuff. And usually a lot more than just that, but that's going to be the main focus. And I'm excited to finally get to talk about Invincible. I love it. Now, on to the story at hand. This is something new from the courthouse. Well, it is from Courthouse News. So they were there, right? And Depp is going to get some drafts of articles at the center of this defamation case. Now, I went through it. I'm not going to read it verbatim, but there is some stuff I wanted to talk about. Now, they do have a judge. The original judge did retire, and they have a new judge, Penny. No, I'm not going to say the surname correctly. Ascart? Okay. All right. Well, anyways, they have a new judge, and she wants some things a little bit different. Now, they're talking about the original editorial, right? And Amber is saying that she didn't do it. She had help. Of course, she had help. She wrote it, but with the assistance and advice of others. Now that's new. That's new. Okay. So, and with the court filing, she said she also didn't make the headline. She didn't make what everybody is going to look at. Your headline is the most important thing when it comes to whether you're writing articles, which I used to do for Bleeding Fool, or you're doing something like I am now on this channel. That is the most important thing. So I actually kind of believe she didn't pen the headline, because you need to make sure it is not only factual, but you got to add a mild amount of clickbait in there, but it's got to be true. I'm talking about, you can't say you have a trailer for something and then have a couple behind the scenes pictures. You can't say that you went through this kind of violence and then, not mention a name or have any sort of real factual claims or evidence in this case. So it's very important. So yeah, I believe she didn't pen the headline. I honestly do. I don't think she has the mental capability to do so. But she also, they also said, other than her, Depp he has never been accused of raising a finger to anyone else. And this is Ben Chu, right? He's been on this case. He repeated several times that this isn't a habitual thing. Why? I'm old enough to realize most people don't change. Why would this change, right? And yeah, when you look at the other side of the coin and look at Amber, she's actually had charges, even though they were dropped, against Tassa Von Ree. So, if the shoe fits, wear it, Amber. Even so, they also, Ben also accused her about lying about the $7 million divorce settlement. And he said it was false. It was perjury. We've seen her perjure quite a few times when it came to the case overseas. Over and over again, she says she donated. Now the story has changed, and she said, I've pledged to donate. You can't do that mid-public trial. You just can't. So, they also say, for her part, Amber's heard Elaine Charleston, who has been, or Bradenoff, who has been there the entire time, was trying, that Ben Chu, so Johnny Depp's lawyer, was trying to get into her head. Her name's Penny, the judge. That he was trying to get in her head. He was trying to manipulate her. That's super disrespectful. I'm sorry. You're a lawyer. You're meant to be professional. But when you are so far behind and you're starting to panic with something like this, I get why she would say that. But it's a tactic. It's a manipulation tactic. You manipulate someone's emotion. He's trying to get in your head. Don't listen to him. Right. Okay, that's not rude at all. I think if somebody has made it to be a judge, they probably know manipulation tactics. They probably have done quite a bit of study on human psychology. So they also say that Bradenhoff, which is, again, Amber's attorney, a partner with pointed out that Amber has produced all kinds of documents already, a hard drive, communications, voluminous paperwork. We've done nothing to hide anything. Then where all of these subpoenas you've ignored and you've refused to give? Why, if you haven't hid anything, where is your proof that the donation was made? Where is your proof of, besides some fabricated, and we know at this point that it is fabricated, the pictures of the wine on the floor and everything else. We know now it's fabricated. We saw the police body cam footage. So where is it? Where's your proof? Like, I get DV is very hard to get proof of, but if it's 14, 15, 16 different times, you're going to have some sort of pictures. You're going to have the pictures better than what she gave. You're going to have witness testimony. You're going to have something. I'm sorry, you are. In court filings, her attorney wrote that Amber has also filed a counterclaim in the case, right? And has provided, just to get a little bit of a, I guess the best way to put it is she's being a smartass, provided more than 1 million responsive documents supporting her damages. That's why it feels very off to me. First off, her lawyer says that that Ben, or Johnny's lawyer, is trying to get in his head, and then of course she's provided 1 million responsive documents. Like, were you starting to get heated? It felt like this conversation was getting a little heated. Now, it says earlier this year, Badenoff fought and won for the right to use anti-slap defense. Now, we've talked about this quite in detail and quite a few times. It's just a slap. A lot of times big corporations will try to silence people, right? And you should have the right to talk about something if it's a civil liability or a public concern. That's covered under your First Amendment rights, right? And that's what they're going with this. They're saying that it was either a civil liability or it's public concern. All of this needed to be known, even though they didn't give a name. Okay. All right. I'm not buying it. Not even a little bit. They go on to talk a little bit about the rejector request. Basically, what she wanted to do, and I talked about this briefly before, is have it thrown out completely. Thrown out completely because the son won in UK. Now, that is not, for one, our court system, and that is not, for two, against Amber herself. So it doesn't make sense, and they threw it out completely. It says the High Court found that Johnny failed to prevail on this libel claim because the statements were substantially true, and Depp committed these DV things against, on 12 occasions. Now, it added that the FAIRFAX court should recognize the UK judgment. Okay. Again, very, very unprofessional. Giving it full effect, such as finding, would mean that the statement and the editorial were found to be true, the filing noted. So Ms. Heard is entitled to that immunity in America. And relief afforded by Virginia anti-slap statute as a matter of law. We're not in the UK. I'm not sure she doesn't. I'll send her a map, maybe. But even so, we are not there. We are here. And it is not, it's kind of rude to look at one professional and be like, you know what? Maybe your opinion doesn't matter because this person said something before you. It's extremely unprofessional, and that's what this whole day felt like. And I'm not sure what's going on, but it feels like mild panic has hit the room, especially now with the body cam footage and stuff. I'm much more hopeful than I was in UK, but we still got a year to figure it out. And I'm not going to cover the other stuff, the new FBI stuff, because I talked about it when it came out, the original video, and then there's no new information since then. So I know a couple people were asking me about it, so I just wanted to let you guys know there's nothing new to talk about. But if there is, I definitely will cover it. I try to only cover the most important things, and I try to bring it and update you guys on a normal basis. So let me know, of course, what you guys think. Make sure you subscribe, hit like, leave me a comment down below, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.